Welcome back, everyone. We're going to get into lesson 5. A disciple is a servant. Let's go to Luke 9:14 through 17. So, Luke 9:14 through 17. For they were about 5,000 men, and he said to his disciples, Make them sit down by fifties in a company. And they did so, and made them all sit down. Then he took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed them, and broke, and gave to the disciples to set before the multitude. And they did eat, and were all filled. And there were taken up fragments that remained to them 12 baskets. So what's that say to us, guys? Yeshua's disciples got their hands dirty. Sometimes that means doing the so-called meaningless work. Serving food to the hungry people, walking around and working in the heat, picking up the leftovers and the trash and the fish bones and the breadcrumbs. And sometimes you get stuck with the leftovers. So let's have a look at some verses to help us understand what being a servant is. And let's look at John 12:26. So John 12:26. If any man serve me, let him follow me, and where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor. All right, let's go to Galatians 5:13. Galatians 5:13. For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. Be a servant unto each other. Mark 10:45. Man, I love jumping around in the scripture. Mark 10:45. For even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many. He came to be a servant. He served us by dying for us, becoming the ultimate sacrifice, the ultimate blood offering. And how do you become the blood offering? Look into Leviticus and see what the law was with the offering of the blood. What was the law? Where did that blood have to go and land on? All right, let's go to John 13:16. John 13:16. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. Man, you talk about some humility right here to our master. But what does Yeshua say about this? Let's go and have a look real quick. Luke 22. Luke 22, right before this, in the book before. What did Jesus tell them? Luke 22. All right, verse 27 through 29. For who is greater, he that sitteth at the table, or he that serveth? Is it not he that sitteth at the table? But I am among you that serves. Ye are they which have been with me since the beginning of my service. And I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father hath appointed unto me. Wow. So what's he say? He said he served us even unto death. Now we see humility from one of the disciples. And then Jesus says that what? The one that sits at the table being served is greater. So, even though the servant is serving, the one being served is the greater field. That's why disciples are created, to go out and serve, yes, because those are the people that he wants. Those are the people we need to get to. So they are greater. They are the great reward that we are to go after because he wants to be with them. So if we don't go and try to get people, then is it not our fault? Is it not us denying Christ by denying them the knowledge or even the chance to come to know them, because it is us not doing our job? So is it not us denying Christ for them? So if we deny Christ to them, are we not denying Christ? And what happens if you deny Christ? Christ denies you to the Father. That's scary. Okay. So we have to serve each other in verse 17. And he took the cup and gave thanks and said, "Take this and divide it amongst yourselves." Serve each other. All right. So let's go and have a look at Luke 23:28. What could there be about service here? Luke 23:28. But Jesus, turning unto them, said, "Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. Pray that someone comes to teach you about me and my sacrifice. Pray for your children. Weep for them. Pray that a disciple comes, because the law of Moses will no longer protect you." Okay. They'd only be saved by the blood of the Lamb at this point. It's basically, pray that someone comes to proclaim the kingdom of my Father to you so that you could be saved. All right, that leads us to the next part, guys. Hope you guys keep up.